Welcome back everybody. So in today's video we will be going through the process of installing Jupyter Notebook on macOS environment. So let's get to it. Okay, so there are a few ways of installing Jupyter Notebook on your macOS environment. One of the ways is through the terminal, so you can use the homebrew command to install Jupyter Notebook on your environment. And also the other one that you can install, and that's what we'll be using in this video, is this one for Anaconda distribution. So this Anaconda distribution is a sort of a package manager really that you can use to install your packages and other tools to your environment, mostly tools related to data science and artificial intelligence. So this is a very powerful program and distribution package manager that you can use to install applications to your computer. So we will be using this to install Jupyter Notebook on our Mac OS environment. So to do that, just go ahead, go to your browser and type Anaconda or Anaconda distribution and just hit search, and you will see some of these options here. So you can go directly from here, download Anaconda distribution, or you can go to here where it says Anaconda distribution. Just open it in a new tab right here. And you can see here we have a number of, this is just the official website for Anaconda, and you can read through all of this. But to download, all you have to do is just hit here where it says download Anaconda. And here it's asking you to provide your email to download distribution. So you can do this one. I think they just like this so that they can send you like offers and products and services and things like that. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to hit here where it says skip registration. And when you come to this section now, this is where you can download the installer for Anaconda, and you can see that we have Anaconda for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So again, we are downloading for Mac, so I'm just going to click here. And with Mac, you have two options. So if you're running on Apple Silicon, so these are things like M1, M2, M3. This is the one you want to download for Apple Silicon. But if you are running on Intel, then you can choose the second option here. For me, I'm using Apple Silicon, and you can also get that one from here. When you go to about this Mac, you will see that this chip is Apple M3, and this is macOS Sonoma. So this basically tells you that this is Apple chip, and I mean, it also tells you right here, right, that the chip here is Apple M3. So the one that I'm going to download then is this one for Apple Silicon. So we'll go ahead and hit download here, and that is going to start our download. And so let it run, and once it's downloaded, we will continue with the installation steps. Okay, so it looks now like our Anaconda distribution is downloaded. So to install it, just go ahead and open this, or you can also go to this folder and double click this, but we will just go ahead and open it right here. And this should open the installation wizard right here. I'm just going to close this guys here, and yeah, so this is the installation wizard. We'll go ahead and click allow to begin the installation process, and you can run through this. So we'll just click continue here. You can read this license if you want. Just going to click continue. I will click continue and agree the license agreement and install for users for this computer. So we'll click that, and right here the installation type will remain the same. I'm not going to change the location, and I am going to enter the password for my computer so that we can let this package be installed. Okay, so just enter the password and click enter right there. It's going now to install the package, scripts, and everything, and this might take a few minutes, so we will let it run and come back once it's done. Okay, so the installation is done now, and you can see here says code in the cloud. So you can also go here and code in the cloud with Anaconda Notebook. So that's just an information panel here for you. We'll hit continue. Now the installation now was successfully completed, so we'll go ahead and hit close right here. Okay, and move this to trash. Okay, so now our Anaconda distribution is installed. Now how do we start our Jupyter Notebook? So there are two ways of starting your Jupyter Notebook. The first one is through the terminal, and we will start with that. So just go to your terminal, open your terminal, and I'm going to enlarge this and zoom it. Okay, so from here you can see this one is space, and if you see something like this in your terminal, that means that Anaconda or Jupyter Notebook is running. And from here, we will just go ahead and type Jupyter Notebook. Actually, because this is going to open it in our default location, let's actually print our current working directory. And I want to create another directory here where our notebooks will be located or stored. I'm going to make a directory here called notebooks. Okay, and we will go to it. So we will cd to notebooks, and now this is where we will start our Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so because this is going to open a browser notebook, we want to be inside the directory where we want to create our notebooks. Okay, so I'm just going to now type this command Jupyter Notebook, and this is going to start our notebook. And remember, this is installed globally on your environment now, so if you open it anyway, it's just going to open it from the folder where you created it. Okay, so now we have our browser here automatically showing up. So this is the notebook on your browser, and if you go back to your terminal, you can see that you have the server now running here, and also it tells you here if the browser does not automatically pop up for you, you can actually see the server is running on port 8889 right here. So you can just copy this one right here and paste it on your browser, and it's going to open the same location for you. Okay, so this is now your browser notebook, and from here you can write your notebooks now. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually create a notebook right here. So you can upload a notebook or yet create one. So we'll go ahead and create one here. So you can see here, this is Python 3 IPython kernel. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go and create a Python kernel right here, and this is going to open a new tab for you. I'm going to name this one load CSV data, because load CSV, because you're going to load a CSV file for this one. Okay, so now we have our file here created. So let's import some packages. So we can do something like import pandas as pd. Okay, so that one will import our pandas, and if the package that you're installing, like for example we are installing package here, if pandas here, if you are installing any other package or a module or library and it is not included, then it's going to fail. So this one pandas successfully ran for us, and then from here now we can go ahead and read the file. So for the file, I'm going to go back to my folder here, and I do have a file here. I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to copy this. It's a CSV, just basic CSV file. You can use any CSV file that you have on your computer. And I'm going to copy this, and I will go into my notebooks, and I will create another folder here for data, like so, so that everything is within my notebook. And I'm going to paste it right here. Okay, so this file, if you just quickly inspect it, is going to be looking like this. So I'm going to open it to Excel. Okay, so this is how this file looks like. So we have order ID, order date, customer name, and all of this. Okay, so this is just a very sample basic file that I have here. Okay, so that's how the file looks like, and I am now going to load it right here. So if again, this one is running on the notebook was launched from this location right here. This location right here, inside notebook. Okay, here. So I have my notebooks here, and that's where my load CSV Python is. So now we will just go in to our notebook right here, and then we will just define our data frame, and we will say pd.read CSV. So let me also increase this screen. Okay, maybe that's too much. Okay, so read CSV it's the method that you can use to read CSV file in your local environment. So we are just going to navigate to that file now, and we call that one sales.csv. Okay, like that, and that's it. You can add additional other options here, but I'm just going to leave it as default, and then we'll just go ahead and click enter, and now looks like our file was located. Then we can go ahead and print this file. Okay, so if you just do df head, this is going to output the first 5 records of this file. Okay, so if you want to increase the records, you can do df10, and that is going to also give you the output. Okay, so from here now you can start doing your data science transformation work. For example, we can do filtering on this, so we can do df and we filter on, for example, let's say quantity, and where the quantity is greater than 2. Okay, all right, so if we do that, you can see now that you have these records where the quantity is greater than 2. All right, so that is how you can use your Anaconda or Jupyter Notebook from the browser now. So you can now start doing your programming and your data analysis for data science work, machine learning, and stuff like that from here. Okay, so we have successfully installed and we are able now to work with Jupyter Notebook from the browser. Now, if you wanted to shut down this notebook, let's say you've done your work and you're ready for the day and you want to log out, it's helpful if you make sure that your environment shut down. Otherwise, it's going to cause memory leaks and things like that, and performance issues. So to do that, there are 2 ways of doing this. You can go to kernel here. If you just go to kernel and shut down kernel, it's going to shut down this notebook right here. So just go ahead and do that, and this is going to stop this notebook from running. And if you go back to the home here, you will see now that your notebook is not showing us running anymore. Okay, so that is this one right here. Okay, so if it's running, you will see a green button next here, but this one is not. So actually, let's go ahead and start this notebook again so I can show you how it's going to be looking here. So let's refresh this. Okay, so you can see that this green button next to this icon here is showing. So this means that this notebook is actually actively running right now. And if you now come back and shut down here like so, when you go back here and refresh this page, it's going to disappear. Okay, so that means now this notebook is no longer running. Now the other thing that you have to notice here is when you close the notebook from your browser, the server is not going to be closed, so the server will still be running. And to actually close this server, then you just have to click Control just in your keyboard, Control and C. Okay, Control and C, and then Control and C, and then this one will it's asking you if you want to shut down. So we will just go ahead and say yes and click enter, and now your server is closed. And if you go here and try to refresh, you will not be able to read to it. Okay, so that's one way of shutting down your server. Okay, the other way of actually launching your Jupyter Notebook is through the Anaconda, because we downloaded Anaconda distribution. So you will see here in your launchpad Anaconda Navigator. So just open it, and when you open this, you will see Anaconda Navigator menu, and let's just give it a second to start, and then I'll show you how that one will be looking. Okay, so this is the Anaconda distribution navigator right here. So you can see actually like it's kind of a package, so you can install these additional plugins. For example, you can install PyCharm Professional, Anaconda AI Navigator, Anaconda Toolbox. There are a number of these, or you can even launch with VS Code from here. So this is pretty neat if you are interested in some of these other additional plugins. But if you want to launch Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda Navigator, you can actually go down here where you have Jupyter Notebook and just hit launch from here directly. And this is going to start a server just the same way we did from our terminal, and it's going to bring your environment here. Now notice that this is going to actually run from your home directory. Okay, so this is the home directory, and you have all of this file here. So the one that we created, the folder we created in our home directory was called notebook. So if you go here now in notebooks, just open it and you will see the file that we were working with. So from there you can just go ahead and open it from here, and you will see that file, and you can start actively doing your development here. Okay, so this is going to be another way. This is another way of just launching a notebook from the Navigator. And if you go back, you will see now that to this tab here, you will see that your notebook is actively running, and you can do the same thing. You can just go here and shut down this kernel, once you're done for the day, and then that one is done, and you go to Anaconda Navigator. Actually, I think it started the terminal here for us, and all you have to do here again is to stop the server. Just hit Control and C, and just hit yes there, and your server is now closed. Okay. Alright guys, so that is just a quick and fast way of installing Anaconda distribution or installing Jupyter on your macOS environment using Anaconda Navigator. Maybe in the next video I will show you how you can do it through the terminal, but I have found Anaconda Navigator to be very powerful if you are doing heavy data science work. And this is free, you don't have to pay for anything. So if you just want to start your data science journey, you can give it a try and see if Anaconda is what you're looking for. And I found that a lot of data scientists actually use Anaconda, so this is a very popular tool out there. So I hope this video made it easier for you if you are looking for something like this. And if it did, please give thumbs up to the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Alright guys, that's all I had for you in this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.